Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. What is up, Russ?
What's up?
Man?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Just
Good.
recovering from a shitty baseball game today, and and just I don't know. It was a nice day. You know, it was a nice day to be at the ballpark. I tell you that. But it was just a shitty game.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, no, not bad, man. Doing all right. Doing pretty good.
Nice.
How you doing, brother?
All right.
Hanging in there.
Life goes on.
Yeah, it does.
It's pretty apropos because I feel like fucking Corky right now.
Don't I remember that show? God
Hey,
damn.
what's up, Gort?
Miss A, what's up, Gord? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, that's my man.
Yeah, man. I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you a good story real quick. I was talking to a guy I work with, and he's he was asking me about toy collecting and stuff, right? And I'm like, so I'm talking to him about it, and I'm trying to explain some stuff to him. And he says, well, I saw this, I saw a video on YouTube, and I said, yeah. And he said, there's this guy, and he was just bashing Hasbro. And I looked at him, I said, you sure it wasn't me? He goes, no, it wasn't you. And he was telling me about a guy, and then I said, do you remember who the video was? And he couldn't remember who it was, but he said, but some guy that looked like a skinny little weirdo. And I'm like, okay, that could be a lot of us, right? But
I had to guess.
I think, and I'm not trying to give them a plug or anything, but I think he found retro blasting.
Yeah.
I said, I'm trying to think of who it could be. I mean, Hasbro's been getting lambasted by a lot of people that are pro another toy company. We'll say,
man, if you've worked as a secretary at FedEx, that fucking completely qualifies you to completely dismantle Hasbro. Everybody knows that, bro. It's fucking
absolutely
fucking stipulated too.
We all must bow to his knowledge and say, hey, he is the great one.
You know, I really have been thinking about getting another London Fog windbreaker. You're right in that cranberry color. That's just fucking beautiful.
That cranberry color is nice. It's really cool. Like right, nice burgundy, dark burgundy. Like, I don't know.
He looks like he smokes Marlboros by the pack and fucking isn't allowed within 1,000 yards of a school.
That's what. that's yeah. He does look like a creepy bloke, dude. I would say he's a guy that if I saw him like driving a white van, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Nah.
It just wouldn't shock me. But anyway, I went looking for this video that one of my drivers at work was telling me about, and I said, okay, so I'm going to go looking for the video, and I found the one I had him there with me, and I found the one he watched, and I'm like, and it was pretty new, it was pretty recent, and I'm like, listening to this, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, I've been tough on Hasbro in the past, I admit. Oh, this guy was just ripping the shit out of him.
And then, dude, like, he rips on fucking crowdfunding too, and it's like, why? If people want to fund these projects, fucking let them fund them. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
these are projects that you're not going to get unless they would be through that method.
Put it this way. If you're not interested in it, that's fine. Okay, don't be interested in it, but don't try to hate on them doing it and giving other people the opportunity to invest in it and be part of it and want to support it, just because you don't want to support it. Like I get it. I'm not a big crowdfunding supporter guy of theirs either. You know, I haven't at all done it. There's some I'm waiting to see if they do. I may jump in on, but
Have
but
you
I get
funded?
it.
Have you funded anything, Russ?
No, I have not. I have not
No?
found. I have not found anything. I'm kind of waiting. I almost did the his tank
To his thing.
just because the his tank was really fucking cool. I really
What
did. I was close.
What do you think the project would be that Hasbro would have to do to get you in?
Um, well, it's definitely going to be a GI Joe
Okay.
classified thing, but most likely. I'm waiting to see if they're going to do a. I want to see what like the his tank was a Cobra
Uh-huh.
vehicle. I'm wanting to see what GI Joe vehicle they're going to do. That's going to be special. That's I mean of course being 6-inch scale,
Yeah.
it's going to have to be pretty good sized. The his tank was pretty good sized. I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty, and so I'm looking for to see what they're going to do. I'm wondering if they're going to do a tank. The what was it? What was remember the big ass tank they had? What was it called? It was kind of the regular tank that GI Joe had. I can't remember what it was called though, but
I don't remember.
yeah, not the triple T, but like but I can't remember. But it was something like that would be badass. I'd love that,
Dude,
man. That'd
I
be
think I think
know.
that they like a 6-inch Sky Striker is we've all talked about this numerous times, like on Hangouts and stuff. I think the 6-inch Sky Striker is a pipe dream.
I do too. I don't think they'll do it, but
I could see a 6-inch scale Conquest.
Well, see, the Conquest was a smaller jet than the Sky Striker, and actually a pretty decent amount smaller too. Sky Striker was really big, and I could see him possibly pulling off a couple. Even the Conquest would be pretty good size though. That's a big, that'd be a big jet. I'd love to see it, but
I think it'd be reasonable.
Badass. Yeah, I think it's possible. It's possible, and I would that might be.
That's one of the things we've come to, like usually like on the chats and stuff. We come to a consensus that would be a good one.
That might be something I'd be interested in, though. I'm
that Dreadnought shit. I want to say
the Thunder Machine. That'd be
Thunder
great.
Machine.
I'd love to have the Thunder. If they did a Thunder Machine, that'd be another really good one.
Here we go. Ease in the house. Give me a Snowcat.
A Snowcat that was my favorite GI Joe vehicle. If they did a Snowcat, that'd be awesome because that'd be a good size too. And I think it would be perfect because it can hold the two in the driving. You can have guys. If they do the pegs on the side, you can have guys riding on the side of it and shit. There's so many things you can do with it. It's great. But see, my thing is, okay, look, just because I'm not supporting it though, I haven't supported any of them. I would never say, oh God, Hasbro's a terrible company. They shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. I would never say that because the fact that they're giving people something that they want that they're never going to do at retail. They're never going to do some of that stuff at retail, but they're giving you a chance to get something that's never going to be at retail. That's fucking cool, man. Come on. You got to admit, even if I think, wow, that's, a little pricey. Okay. But when you think about it, are they really pricey? Too pricey because they're special. I mean, look at the his tank alone. The his tank was a really cool.
That bargain really cool. Patrick Bateman also. I crack myself up.
Wow.
But anyways, he also just hates everything.
I know. Well, I feel like it's a personal vendetta against I mean, he throws Mattel in there too, but I feel like most of his venom is Hasbro.
Crowdfunding. That's the only thing that he fucking thinks Mattel on, really.
And then he started talking about, okay, look, I know QC issues happen, and I get it, and I'm just like anyone else. I can't stand QC problems. Maybe I've been lucky with my classified figures, but honestly, Nick, I'm not kidding you. I've had no QC problems with my classified figures. I've had none of them. None of my they're great. Well, I'm watching some of the examples on this video that he's showing
Ricky?
About people's having what's her name, Zorana. Her arm popping off.
Sensitive.
Yeah. I never had an arm pop off. My Zorana's arms didn't pop off. So I don't know if it's because these guys are manhandling them and intentionally making them pop off on camera, by the way, to make so they can say, look, I caught it on camera, and re-show it. I'm not sure. I don't know what they're doing, because if you handle your figures like a fucking ogre, yeah, you're probably gonna pull something off. And it seems to me like they handle them and they're twisting the arm in a way it's not supposed to go, and all of a sudden it pops off, and they're acting like, look, see, terrible QC.
Ralphie.
Hey, what's up, Ralphie? How you doing, brother? You made
what's
it, man.
What's going on?
All right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We're having all kinds of issues with the internet and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have us on the background.
Yeah, I'll get to my volume.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think as much as I like hearing my voice, big man, you know what I'm saying? I got it. So yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm here now. Shame. I sounded so good. Anyway.
Gord says, I've had two cover girls. One had a much softer plastic on the arms. They would pop as the bicep swivel. Not right off, but with enough force. The other was rigid and not a problem.
Okay, then that's fair enough. And I'm not saying it's not happening. And Gort's honest, though. Like, yeah. I believe Gort if he says that happens. Because,
oh, shit, I missed, dudes... E2, he says my cover girl came with the arm off in the box, but it was an easy pop in.
Okay, and again, E is another one too that I would believe. I would believe if E tells me he had an issue with it, I would believe him, because E doesn't have a YouTube channel that's centered around
fucking with Hasbro,
getting content to bash Hasbro, content. So I would believe those guys if they say there's a problem more. These dudes, I think, are causing their issues and then using it and turning it into a let's bash Hasbro for their QC problems. And I don't even like them talking about Hasbro's QC issues anyway, because and comparing it to, excuse me, I'm going to say it. They compare. He made a comparison to Valaverse and other figure lines that do nowhere near the amount of units that Hasbro does.
Yeah,
Hasbro is mass producing these things so much in so much higher numbers than Bobby Val. I was calling him Bobby Bustlface. I've been hearing people making fun of Bobby Valor's name, so I've been in some of the nicknames that I've heard people call him.
Crackerverse.
Yeah, it's funny, but I mean, no, and I'm not trying to bash him either. On no offense to him, but he does so much less than Hasbro does. And get this though, he's had QC problems big time. But then I want to mention Bobby's QC. Oh well, Bobby fixes his QC issues right away. Well, I don't know. I've heard some stories about people trying to get their shit fixed and having a hard time. So I don't know. Maybe he fixes his friends' shit fast, but not everyone. You got to be his best friend for him to, or some.
He's got to make sure that you haven't bought the Hasbro equivalent of his figure.
Yep. Exactly. So I'm just like, come on, man. And look, I've got 2 Valaverse figures. I like them both.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't had a problem with them.
Fucking crazy bastard.
But at the same time, I've got a lot more Hasbro stuff than I do, Bobby Valor shit, and I just haven't had a problem with them. They're great. Yeah. And then I hear this guy's ripping them a new one for it. I'm like, whoa. And I watched the little clip he showed, and I'm like, dude, this guy's got like ogre hands. I was like, and what's his name? The dude that he was telling me that's on mine, and I've watched him before. He articulated ninja guy. Is that what his name or something like that? I don't remember. I think it was his name.
I don't know.
Is he the
racist dude?
I don't know if he is or not. I'm not sure if he's racist or not. I don't. But I just know he's a guy who has bashed Hasbro a lot on his channel too, and I'm like, okay. And I don't want to be the apologist for Hasbro. I really don't. In fact, I hate these guys for making me even feel like I gotta defend Hasbro. It fucking sucks, dude. Yeah, look, I like bashing them too, but let's be careful here. We gotta bash them carefully, because make sure the bash is legit. That's what I'm saying. And look, and when I bashed him and I've been proved wrong, I've admitted I was wrong. You got to do it sometimes. You got to eat crow. You shouldn't have bashed him for that because somebody pointed out that you're fucking wrong. That's it. Yes, I'm talking about you. Anyway, well, you pointed out that I was wrong.
Like, I will give you credit, Russ. Usually, like if somebody points something out to you that like is a logical fallacy in what you're saying, after you cool down after the argument,
that's it.
You will come back and be like, okay,
yeah. I have to get to my logical level again. I have to cool down to get logical instead of combative. You see, when I'm combative, I ain't gonna hear a fucking thing you say. It doesn't matter. I'm right. You're wrong. That's it. But if I cool down to get right, see, even Ricky can get through to me when I get down to that level. Normally, Ricky just makes me combative, but I can get down like that.
Let's get off this for a second.
Yeah. We'll get off of it. It's fine, dude.
A little more positive since Ralphie's here. Our little hobbit's been making a whole brood. He's got 4 kids now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, making a show every week is not going to be something Sam can do.
Yeah, he's a bit busy now. Knowing him, he's probably doing it again. God damn it, Sam, stop.
He says
leave her alone.
The last one, I hope.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, so we've been pretty spotty with being able to get a show out every week. So I've been trying to remedy that and growing the family a little bit. And one of the people that we reached out to was Ralphie. So
the man, the myth, the legend in the house.
When Ralphie's available, Ralphie will be doing the show with us, man. So hey, Ralphie.
Yep.
Man,
what's going on,
it's
fellas?
Funny. Oh, brother, it's all good, man. So it's good to see you, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while. How you been doing? You doing all right?
We've been doing good, man. I apologize to everybody that I was late. We had a tree come down, and I had to go in on an emergency right quick and cut that thing into pieces and get it out of the street. It's been like that, like this whole day, like spotty power outages, and I'm probably roboting right now. I can tell, like everything's
just a little bit
crazy. It's been a little nuts out here. But other than that, man, doing good. The kids are good. They're grown. My son is off the hook, but he's good. Everybody's eating. I'm happy. Obviously, I'm not missing any meals either.
Yeah, all being brother.
Obviously, I ain't missing no meals, and
Anna said some shit to me today. She said, "Russ, we were at the game and we had to get up out of our seats to let some other people out because we was on the end. We're on the end seats, right, in the stadium." And she's like, "I gotta get up," and I'm moving. She's like, "Russ, you got to move back a little bit so I can move out of their way." Well, I didn't, and she's like pushing up against me. She goes, "Honey, you gotta back up some more." I said, "What are you talking about? You have plenty of space." She goes, "Honey, you forget how big you are." I said, "What?" She goes, "Honey, you're bigger than you used to be. You gotta give me some room, honey. God damn." I was like, "That's fucked up." That girl, my wife just called me a fat ass. God damn, dude. In the stadium right there. She's like, "Yo, you're fat ass. You gotta move, man." That's messed up.
I'll tell you, like I've been heavier than what I was at the time.
Yeah.
But I've never felt fatter than when I went to Universal and couldn't ride in the Harry Potter ride.
Oh shit! Oh, yeah, but in your defense though, they make that shit for really skinny people though, man. Come on.
Yeah, but still, I was 250 at the time, and like I've been all the way up to like 380. And like the only thing that like I tried to ride that day at Universal that I could ride was the fucking Hulk.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. They be making these rides for like freaking Grogu to sit in because this shit is retarded.
Right.
Last year, I took the kids to I think it was Hershey. And there's this big ass roller coaster, and I get online with the kids or whatever, and we're like, we have some family members. Everybody's like online together. I waited like an hour and a half to get on this ride. You know how they have those little seats just as you get into the ride, so that you can see if you can fit in the seat.
Right. Yeah.
Some of these rides. Well, this ride had this little seat there that you could see if you're fit in the ride. So I get in the seat. My shoulders were like out here. The seat was like this thin. I was like, ain't no way my 300-pound ass is gonna get up in there. Ain't nobody 250 gonna get in there. Ain't nobody that's 5'8" gonna get in there.
I'll tell you. Look,
it's just
what if you're a big muscular motherfucker? And and I always gotta be fat dudes.
Yeah.
What if you're big and muscular? Your shoulders gonna be out like that too. What you gonna try to squid that shit down? Arnold Schwarzenegger pecs gonna be like pushing that shit up. You ain't gonna be able to get shit down, man.
Like
that's crazy, dude.
Everybody went except me, man. After I waited for an hour and a half, everybody went except me.
Yeah,
so I know what you feel like. I know what you. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're feeling. That's awful.
I want to go to the Mario. I want to go to the fucking Mario World when that fucking opens, and I know the fucking I'm not gonna fit in the goddamn Mushroom Kingdom. God damn it!
Yeah. It got to the point where, man, my daughter used to ride on the bumper cars with me, right? Now I got to the point where she's like, "Yo, Dad, you squeeze me up against the side too much. I can't get my own car now." I was like, "That's fucked up, dude. These fucking kids, man, for killing me, dude." I said, "Damn."
That's the key. You got to make them sit on the inside.
Yeah, right. She's like, nah. She's like, I gotta get my own bumper car now. I'm gonna smash you up. I was like, damn. My ass carry all that weight. My bumper car goes slower than everyone else, so I get caught easy.
I'll fucking get. Where I've told everybody we're getting that cabin up in fucking Georgia.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's goddamn bumper cars. I'm gonna put that kid in the fucking wall so hard he's gonna fucking get bricks.
Music.
I'm gonna come all the way across and just ram.
I didn't crash you. I bump drafted you.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's not child abuse, goddammit.
No, that's called education. That's what that is. Education, tough love, whatever you want to call it. Nah, the only cool thing my big ass has ever been happy that I was too big for was they had these swings at Busch Gardens. Mm-hmm. You get up on the swing and it starts spinning around and shit, and then it goes up and you're swinging way the fuck out of here and everything, right? Well, my ass hit the weight and saw the weight limit. I said, "Oh, I'm too heavy. I can't get on that. I ain't want to get on that shit. That shit is scary anyway. I want to try and ride that." My daughter was leaving. She's like, "Are you afraid of that?" I said, "No, honey, I get on it. I would, but I'm too heavy. I can't get on it." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. That's fine." I'm like, "Yeah." Right?
I did have better luck at Disney, though. I will be honest.
Yeah. Disney makes the rides for big people, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, man, it makes sense. Disney's supposed to be all encompassing, right? They like everybody. The rainbow, unless you're certain, like
they want everybody's money.
That's true. Right. Yeah, they'll take your money and then make fun of your ethnicity. It's all good.
Yeah.
We got your money though. It's like, you fuckers. Damn. They're like, we got your money. You Jew. We got your money. Fucking assholes.
Speaking of Mario World, that movie is kicking ass, I hear.
Dude, has it hit $1 billion yet? It has to hit $1 billion.
I don't know. I know the opening weekend was like 377 million.
Oh, dude, they say it was. I think worldwide it was at like 700 or 800 million, some shit like that. And it was getting close to busting $1 billion. It's crazy, dude. That movie is making dough. And what's funny? Initially, I thought that movie was gonna fucking be a dud. I did, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, "No, you don't go and watch that
off
shit."
The strength of the first one.
Yeah.
It
was it
passed. It's supposed to pass this weekend.
As you can see, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's 487 million in the gross in North America.
That's insane.
And 533 internationally.
That is crazy, dude. That is crazy.
It's only the fifth one.
You know what, man?
The pandemic.
Yeah.
So those ones are Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yep.
Top Gun: Maverick.
Right.
Jurassic World Dominion
Mhm.
and fucking Avatar. You fucking people went and saw Avatar. What the
No.
fuck?
Hold up. I did not go see it yet. I was trying to go see it. I wanted to see it, but every time I went to try to go see it, something came up. I kept getting fucking delayed. And then after a while, I just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna watch it when it comes. I'm gonna stream it when it comes out. It'll be out sometime. I'll stream it. Plus, I heard it's a long ass movie, dude.
Not
Like
gonna
the other
lie,
one.
man. I got
So go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got a fire stick, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I watched it, but
Cody.
kind of on the side.
You watched Avatar?
That fire stick life.
I need
see what
to.
you did. Okay,
man,
all
I
right.
need to get my fire stick working again.
Tight, dude. I mean, shit. What'd you think? Did you like it?
I have my qualms, but sometimes I kind of keep those things to myself because
I
people
understand.
automatically start using what you're
Well,
saying.
yeah, because people get insulted.
It
Like
just seems
I
like
because I liked it. You can't like. You gotta like it.
I don't like it at all. And
it was way too long.
Fuck James Cameron. Fuck tendrils. Fuck all that hentai. Fuck the world. I'm out. Nah.
What'd you say, Robbie? Was too long?
Oh, it was way too damn long, man. You could have cut 40 minutes off of that movie
That's
and
what she
still would
said.
have been like pretty decent.
Anyway.
It just seemed like the first movie repeated. With
See,
different
that's kind of what I was worried
the
about. That it
visuals
was.
were bananas.
Well, yeah, they said that's the
The
one thing
visuals were
that's
bananas,
good. It's
bro.
really good for is the visuals and how bright the colors and everything are and how like vibrant the shit looks, which is cool. That's great. But I'm gonna need more than that to keep me into a movie, man. I'm hoping this shit's got a somewhat of a decent story. I kind of want to see what's his name. I can't remember the actor that played the character, the badass motherfucking soldier, dude, from the first movie. He gets killed at the end, but I guess they made a clone. They cloned him.
He's got an avatar body.
He's got an avatar body. They put like
He's an
his
avatar.
like they put his consciousness into the avatar, right?
Yeah, they put right.
And
right.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the actor who played him. What's the actor's name? He's a badass.
I can't remember his name either.
Dudes.
He had that scar on his face.
Yeah, man. He was in another movie called Terra Nova back in the day, or show rather. He's a cool actor.
I have no idea who the
Bram is on it.
Yeah,
I'm not on it because I don't want to know a goddamn thing about that movie.
No. Yeah, but the actor, he was one of the bright spots of the first movie. He was going to play like the colonel or something. He played like he was just a soldier, old ass soldier who was
Did he get penetrated by a tendril?
No, he didn't. He was a human, but he operated one of those mechs, the big mech suits though. And he was badass too. I liked him a lot. But I know he's supposed to be back, and he's got now. So I guess he might get penetrated by a tendril because he has an avatar body. I think in the new one. So he might have tendril sex with like a horse thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah. See.
I didn't even. Man, I didn't. It's
and
funny when y'all said
red
that.
Tendril sex soon.
When y'all said that shit to me, I didn't even think about it. I was like. I didn't realize that was like how they had sex too. I was like, get out of here, man.
And watch. And then I guarantee you, in Avatar 4, it's going to be the white avatars, and you're going to see the red, white, and blue avatar orgy. Tendril fucking for everybody.
What is wrong with you and tendrils? Like, dude, do those tendrils turn you on? They get you going? I mean, come on. I ain't gonna lie to you. If they was having tendril sex in front of me, I might get a little aroused.
I know you would. That's the problem.
I might get a little like, oh yeah, tendril her ass. Yeah,
I think anything with Zoe Saldana and sex is gonna get anybody aroused.
Probably,
anything
except
with
that
Zoe
she's just
Saldana
voicing a big blue fucking thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just listen to her sexy voice.
I am very surprised that Guardians is getting good reviews so far.
Oh, the third Guardians.
Yeah.
I didn't
Why?
even know
Did
that
you
was
think it's
out
gonna?
yet.
Did you think it was gonna suck or something?
Yeah.
Why? The Guardians of the Galaxy movies are great.
I have liked 1 and 2.
Yeah,
but
1 and 2
like
is wonderful.
I hated his fucking Suicide Squad.
Okay, well,
I don't like any other movies that James Gunn has done besides Guardians 1 and 2. And then right before this comes out, we see the fucking holiday special.
yeah, I know. That's where you found out that they're brother and sister and shit.
Yeah.
And,
I was just waiting the whole time. Oh no, Star-Lord, I'm stuck in the dryer.
God, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude! Oh my God. You know what's funny about Mantis?
Oh, boy.
Mantis is one of the creepiest fucking characters on that team, and I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you what, though.
Chick
I'll tell you what, though.
But
James,
what was that?
Captain Kirk will bend her ass over.
Oh, I bet he would. Yeah, Captain Kirk would totally hit that. Yeah. Kirk would hit that. Kirk would hit any. As long as you got like a nice ass, he'll hit it.
Doubt about that.
No doubt. But I mean, dude, she's creepy though. She's the one who has that her abilities. She can fuck people up, dude. She can make shit's crazy. I would worry about her. I'd be like, yo, don't be doing that kooky ass shit to me, man. I don't know. She's worrisome.
She's badass in the comics, man. Like,
I bet she is.
She was a celestial Madonna.
Is see, I can see it. The commercial I saw, the trailer I saw for that movie, it's kind of making it look like him and Nebula are gonna like become a couple, and then like Star-Lord and Nebula, and that's gonna annoy me. But I thought in the comics, didn't they fuck around in the comics before?
Not that I know, but I'm not that big on Star-Lord.
I thought like, Star-Lord
my Guardians of the Galaxy was never this Star-Lord bunch, man.
No, you had yours the original,
yeah,
crew, right?
Man, like fucking Yondu and fucking, his bunch, fucking Starhawk,
right? They're like the old geezer badasses.
Yeah, they had fucking Nikki, who was a Phoenix, and they had another one that was a Ghost Rider that was really cool.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Imagine that shit. That's
what I thought they were gonna do from the beginning with Guardians. I didn't think, because they were going old school, like with Ultron and stuff like that. They were going old school, and then they brought this group out, and I was like, okay, wonder what was behind that.
Yeah,
man,
and it's like, because of this, I'm never gonna see like the goofy ass Drax from Infinity Watch.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
is this
supposed to be
those characters?
This is supposed to be the last Guardians movie, right?
Yeah, because James Gunn has gone over to DC.
So I guess after this Guardians movie, like, what are they? I mean, does that mean the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Zoe Saldana has said she's done.
So are they just not?
Dave Bautista is done.
So all the characters those characters are just gonna like disappear from the MCU,
right? But Chris Pratt has not said he's done, and they think that he's going to come back in Secret War.
That would be cool because he's kind of like, I don't know. He's, to me,
I don't know what happens in the new movie. That's just what I've heard.
Yeah. He's kind of I don't want to say he's the most important member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he is one that's centered around. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but like they introduced Adam Warlock in this movie,
right? And which is like I was waiting for that. I've been waiting for that. So because they introduced
Pit Patrol in one of the fucking extra credit scenes, correct?
I think so. I'm not sure. I've only heard for this third one.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because Dave Bautista was saying some serious shit about Disney. He was really saying some shit. He was laying into Disney.
I heard something about that. I heard that he had a bone to pick with him or something like that. He was really
he was on
like really pissed off.
I forget what show it was. He was on one of
No
these night
shit.
shows. I forget which
Oh
show it was.
wow.
I don't know if
All
I think it
right.
might have been. I think it might have even been Jimmy Kimmel. And he just went off. He was like, "Yo, I am never working for Disney ever again." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say Disney is pissed off a lot of actors, dude. They really have, man. They
Yeah.
gonna piss off enough of them. They ain't gonna be having. They ain't gonna get scrubs to do their movies. You watch. They gonna have to keep getting scrubs and nobodies.
Oh, this is the
shit.
stuff from a few years ago. Did he say something again recently?
I think so. Yeah, he was saying like some real heavy, angry type of "I'm not working for Disney ever again" type shit. Like this is it for me. Like once they were talking about Guardians 3, and I'm pretty sure it was Jimmy Kimmel. I'm pretty sure it was Jimmy Kimmel, and he just went off. He was just like, these people, they don't respect anybody's like views on things. They don't respect. Like he just went off, and he was like, "I will after this movie, I'm done. I'll never ever work for Disney again."
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know. I'm not trying to bust Batista's ass for nothing because I respect him for having for even speaking up and having. But it's easier to be courageous and say, "I'm never working for these guys again," when it's probably already been decided that you're not working for them again. Just saying.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, so did Natalie Portman say that shit.
Yeah, I heard Natalie Portman had an issue too. I heard that before. I've heard that. Yeah, the She's Night kind of. Yeah, done with them, and I was there's another actor I know. Keira Knightley is the one who also said she has no interest. They were trying to get her to come back for a Pirates movie, and she has no interest in coming back to work for Disney again and do that movie. She actually accused Disney of like she was really young when she did the first Pirates movie. She was giving a shit about she felt they over sexualized her and shit, when she was really young. And I'm like, my take on it was, of course they did. You're a hot little piece of ass. Of course they did. I mean, what's Disney? What do you think Disney's gonna do? I mean, Disney ain't stupid. They know you're a piece of ass. You're attractive. Yeah, they're gonna sexualize you. It's Disney. They're not supposed to do that. Get the fuck out of here. That mouse is into making money.
That's what they do. I mean,
of course they do.
Look at the entire Disney Channel is these young women that are put in these pseudo-sexual situations. Of course it is. That age them up. And it's not a good look.
Dude, but again,
Nickelodeon, while that one dude was running, it was way worse, where they would, like, on that Sam and Cat show, where they would fucking zoom in on the little girl's feet all the time and shit. That shit was nuts.
It's so weird. I heard about that. That's so peculiar, dude. It's odd.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, like, foot fetish much? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was looking up. And I think the most recent thing that he did was he did an interview in Variety where he's talking about the makeup and shit wearing him down, and that, like, he doesn't want Drax to be his legacy, which is understandable. He says he wants to do more dramatic roles, and Drax is a pretty fucking silly performance.
I know. It's bad. But I'm not trying to shit on Dave Bautista. Okay, I like him. I think he's a pretty down to earth dude, somewhat. But like this guy was a former pro wrestler. He had some success in Hollywood because he kind of got lucky. He kind of lucked out and got the Drax role, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, that role. I know he's done some other roles too in some other movies, but not many. And I'm trying to think. I'm like, can this dude? I don't even know if this dude can act well enough to do a dramatic role or a serious.
People say if you want to see him do something dramatic, look at Blade Runner. He was in there for a few minutes.
Yeah, I know. I seen Blade Runner. I watched it, and I don't know. I didn't think he was all that great in it myself, but whatever. He wasn't even in it that long, so it's like
he is better than The Rock and Cena.
Well, okay, but that's a low bar, Nick. I mean, right, I'm not trying to shit on them either. Those guys are being hired for what they do, right? They're big muscle guys. They're not. I mean, they basically play themselves in movies.
Right,
that's all
but
they do.
for an action guy, Batista's decent. Like if you watch him play Mr.
I
Hanks
guess
in fucking Spectre, that's a good performance.
That was like okay, you know what, I give you that. That is a good performance.
Dune,
yeah. I give you that.
A little bit in Dune too.
He just wasn't in there long enough for me to really say.
Fucking the one where he was a spy. When he was a spy and he was with that little girl. What the heck's the name of that movie? They blew up an entire soccer field. It was an action movie, but he was a much more serious.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Role. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
I don't know. I maybe
dude,
I'm just
even in like that piece of shit the RZA did, Man with the Iron Fist, the first one.
Yeah. Brass
dude,
body.
He was fucking he was cool as shit. His brass body.
Yeah. I dug him in that shit. I dig him. I dig Dave Bautista.
I dig him.
I'm into that dude.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm just not giving them enough props. I don't know. I mean, I might not have seen some of these things. I don't think I saw him in The Man with Iron Fist. I don't think I saw that. So I'm gonna have to watch it now. You make me want to watch it now.
The first one's okay. The first one's okay and deserves a watch. Stay away from the second one.
Okay. All right.
There's no reason to watch that unless you're just trying to punish yourself.
Because but maybe I just disrespect him. I don't know. To me like Drax was his best role.
Yeah.
I've ever seen him in, like, other than playing himself on the WWE, where he's like Dave Bautista. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I was watching some clips of him the other day, back in the day.
I was waiting for him. I was waiting for him to show up on like the Expendables.
Yeah,
I was waiting for him to show up like on the Expendables or some shit like that. He
might as well. They bring every other action fucking star. They can find it. Old and young. They don't care, man. Oh man, I love when you said that shit. You killed me when you said that. He's better than The Rock and Cena. Okay, wait a minute.
From EE's little thing.
Of course, he's better than The Rock and Cena, but that's a low ass bar to set. The Rock, basically.
Cena's actually getting better.
Cena
is a comedic actor. He has comedic timing.
I can see that. He delivers well.
I hate fucking Amy Schumer, but he was funny in that movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, he was funny as fuck in that. He's funny in Peacemaker.
He's but like as far as The Rock goes, like, dude, I've never considered The Rock a truth thespian or anything like that. The Rock to me plays the same character all the time. It's the same guy, right? I mean, I like his movies because he does fun action movies, but he's not a great actor, right? I mean. No. Am I getting chewed out for having my opinion on The Rock?
Oh no, it's me because I was saying that Cena actually has comedic timing.
I don't. The only thing I really
the thing about The Rock is I don't think he's ever done better than his second movie.
Which was the second movie?
Fucking Be Cool.
Be Cool.
Where he played the big gay guy.
Yeah, he was really good in that.
Best acting he's done in his career, and he hasn't done anything better.
All the rest of his roles have been the same guy.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I like Walking Tall.
I enjoyed him in that. Was Be Cool the one where he was in that workout shit that with John
Travolta? No, that was actually good too. Because
I thought he was pretty good in that.
Pain and Gain, yeah.
Pain and Gain, yeah.
That was
pretty good in that.
Yeah, I forgot about Pain and Gain too. He was already in Pain and Gain. That was good. I
thought he was pretty good in.
But
all right, what is your favorite wrestler in a movie performance?
Oh Jesus Christ! Mine is Roddy Piper and They Live.
Okay, that's probably the best.
That's I love. I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick ass.
I have to say that,
and I'd have to say that,
and I'd have to say Jesse the Body in The Predator.
Jesse the Body in The Predator.
You know what? I forgot about that. That was a good one too. That was really good. It was really right up.
I'm a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus.
Right up until he gets killed, dude. It's so good, man. He's badass. He was awesome,
I think
dude.
I think the Trinity has to be Terry Funk in the fucking Roadhouse.
Oh, I forgot about that one too. Shit, yes, I did. Yeah,
That one got me
Terry
right back
Funk
here.
was in Roadhouse.
I
I forgot all about that.
about that. That
Yeah.
one got me right here.
Well, what the hell am I supposed to do?
That was really good. Yeah, that's when he fired him.
Terry
I remember they
Funk.
fired him and a bunch of other. Yeah, you asshole. What am I supposed to do?
You asshole. What am I supposed to do?
But he says something like, "There's always." I get what he says. He said, "There's always something." And
I think he said, "There's always dental college."
yeah, something stupid like that.
Oh, here we go. Wolf got us all beef. Hogan in Suburban Commando.
Oh fuck! You know, as corny as that movie was, it was kind of funny though. That shit made me laugh so much. God damn.
Well, shit. Without Suburban Commando, we wouldn't have Mark Calloway as the fucking Undertaker.
Why? What?
Yeah.
I guess not. Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
Yeah, because he was working with Mark and in Suburban Commandos. Fucking Undertaker was one of the bounty hunters.
It's right. You're right.
McMahon was talking about this character, Kane the Undertaker, and Hogan brought him fucking Calloway.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Yeah, shit.
And then there was also fucking the other one that happened was Big Show. Fucking Hogan was playing against Big Show in a celebrity basketball tournament and brought him to Big Bischoff, and they put him in the power plant.
He's a big motherfucker, dude.
Dude,
when I met him, I shook his hand, and I swear to God, I felt like my hand just got buried inside of his hand. Like he just covered my whole hand up. I could see the tips of my fingers. Kind of, I'm like, God damn, this dude, he is so TV doesn't do him justice, dude.
I shook hands with Marcus Camby once.
Oh wow!
Okay,
that's a big motherfucker.
That dude's hand, his fingers are this long. Yeah. No joke.
He's got alien fingers,
it's
dude.
Really weird to try to shake his hand and.
Alien fingers, man. He's a crazy. Yeah, it's bad. That's wild, dude. Yeah, Big Show is just so fucking.
Here's another one.
I don't know.
Fucking Hogan and Rocky 3's Thunder Lips was good because he was playing himself.
What about Macho Man and Spider-Man?
Fucking Spider-Man.
Boom saws ready.
I got you.
And you can't bring up Hogan.
Oh,
you
God.
can't bring up Hogan without bringing up No Holds Barred.
Zeus.
The only cool scene about that is
the easiest freaking movie you ever saw.
The only one I love, the only scene I love in that movie is when they try to kidnap him in the car, and he breaks out the fucking car, and he's kicking the car and making the car bounce all over the place. We're just like, get the fuck out of here, dude. But anyway, they end up stopping.
What
all these dudes,
what they should have done. What they should have done was actually go back years later and just transpose footage of Tiny Lister as Debo into fucking No Holds Barred. So it would have been Hogan versus Debo, so the story would have made more sense.
I know he beats the fuck out of these dudes.
Bike.
And he grabs the one guy, I guess the driver, and he goes, "What's that smell?" And the guy's like, "Dookie." Yeah. That's dumb. The dude shit himself. Oh God. Oh man. And the way he says it, he was like, "Oh man."
Dude,
it was
fucking Necro Butcher played himself in The Wrestler.
God. Oh yeah, that's right. He did, didn't he? Yeah.
That's right. And that's probably the best wrestling movie. That's probably the best one, I think.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a sad movie though too, but it's good.
The wrestlers hate it, but
well,
come on.
They hate they hate it though because it shows the real the truth of the underbelly of pro wrestling. That's why.
If you tell me he didn't look exactly like a cross between Dog the Bounty Hunter and Ricky Morton, you're fucking shitting yourself.
He absolutely did.
Ricky Morton.
Yeah, he did actually. He did big time. It was
rock and roll, baby.
But yeah, it's it's such a sad man. But back then, a long time ago, that was the look. Blonde hair, I mean, you had the if you were a bigger dude, you tried to make yourself look like you were like an Adonis of some kind, and if you were a little guy, you tried to make yourself look like the pretty boy, the little pretty boy, and it was, I don't know, man.
You know what sucks about like people you liked as wrestlers when you were a kid is when you go back and like watch the shoot videos and people just shit on them fucking hard.
Yes.
Like I was a big hillbilly Jim Mark, man.
Very hard. It's very tough.
They fucking talk about how talentless that man was.
Oh man.
Oh man, I loved him.
It's rough. Yeah. I remember hearing some rough shit about hillbilly.
Don't go messing with a country boy. Country boy.
I remember. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was that said something about him, about how it might have been Valentine. He said in the ring that he was so lacking in talent in the ring. In any kind of in-ring work, that like people were afraid to work with him.
Yeah.
Because they were afraid he would genuinely hurt them because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And I was like, that's scary, dude. That's really scary. When you have, I mean, a lot of people said that about the Ultimate Warrior too back in the day.
Well, yeah, Ultimate Warrior didn't give a fuck. He broke Heenan's neck again.
Yeah, he was insane, dude. He didn't give a shit. He was
Warrior didn't give a fuck. And then yeah, like he fucking tied on Andre up in those ropes, but he got his. I love that story. Like WWE is so schizophrenic about Warrior because like they released that the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, which was one of the greatest DVDs they ever released.
Absolutely.
Had everybody just trashing Warrior.
Yep.
Christian did like a 5-minute fucking Ultimate Warrior impression that is like lost to history now because WWE is trying to fucking scrub every fucking trace of that DVD.
Because they made up with the wife
and now they get the Warrior Award.
Right.
That shit, man.
And
Vince,
that's why
keep your grudges, you fucking old.
That's why the new video that came out, they were what's the resurrection of the Ultimate Warrior. It's I look. I hate that shit because that's what our world is nowadays.
Yeah.
They want to scrub the mistakes of the past and only focus on the good shit. Like it's okay. It's okay that someone's doing great stuff now. I get or has improved their life or did better, but to try to dismiss what they've done in the you say, "Oh, that doesn't matter anymore," is bullshit. Because you can't escape. You should never erase the past because you learn from the past, right? And I feel like the Ultimate Warrior. Look, let's make no bones about it. He said some foul shit about people.
Yes.
He also
he was a homophobe.
He was really. I mean, he was a homophobe to where I remember somebody saying that they believed he might have been a little homosexual because of how homophobic he was.
Well,
I
don't remember which wrestler said it, but that was the rumor that right before he was a Blade Runner with fucking Sting, he was a male escort that did male clientele. That is the rumor, and it's been repeated by certain wrestlers in shoot videos.
I mean, I'm not again. No proof of it or nothing like that. But I'm just saying that's what we hear.
That's what I've heard as a rumor. I don't know if it is true or not.
And he definitely has had his history of.
Do you remember when Kevin Nash trolled him on fucking Twitter before he died? Like a year before he died?
No, I didn't.
Fucking Warrior was talking shit about Nash and Hall because of when he came back to the WWE and right after he got fired, like I guess he didn't like the click. And then and then he had a problem with Nash supposedly and never said anything during his WCW run. So he did a shoot video shooting on Nash, just fucking running him down. And Nash said, "Well, how about we each put up about $100,000 and take care of this in a cage?" And that's all he wrote. And the Warrior did like a 15-minute video of like, well, it's obvious that you do not respect the mixed martial arts, or you would know that the Warrior would need 6 months to a year to train to fight you in the octagon, brother.
Of course he would. Because, you know, Warrior, man. Dude, that's so funny.
It's just been.
Oh my god.
Rick Steiner went off on a fucking trans person at a fucking convention. It's just been
that doesn't surprise me.
I know,
That
right?
does not
Dog-faced
yeah.
gremlin? Nah, it
Yeah.
does not surprise me. I'm surprised.
Yeah, the Steiner
that does not.
Like, yeah, tell him, Rick.
Yeah, let me tell you this. People like my wife has these fond memories of the Steiner brothers and shit, you know. Back when I told her, I said, those guys were dicks, right? You know that, right? She's like, what do you mean? I said, they have the reputation from other from other wrestlers that were worked with them back in the day, or that they were just total fucking assholes. I said, no shit. I told her, I'm dead serious. And she's like, I don't believe it. I said, I'll believe it. They were especially Rick was a real douchebag.
Sodomize other wrestlers with a pencil.
Yeah, they were horrible, dude. They were terrible. There's all kinds of trash stories I've heard about them.
Allegedly,
yeah, right. Because that's how it always is too. It's always like, yeah.
But like, after you hear a story from like source after source after source,
right?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, brother.
Absolutely, absolutely.
These guys, you get they were assholes to begin with, and then they get chemically imbalanced, right? Like when you know what I mean? Like, there's no way that they're gonna behave and be like decent dudes. Like, it just doesn't happen. It just happens. It just doesn't happen. Like, isn't Scott like still running around Big Papa pumping it all over the country?
Yeah,
and he's like 60. He's like 60.
Yeah,
and like he's had like life-threatening surgeries and shit. Like,
come on, bro.
Oh my god.
When you face me, I got 133 and a third chance to win because I'm Big Papa Pump, baby.
Yeah, that dude, man. God.
And he's still kissing the biceps, man. He's still kissing the biceps.
Yeah, he is
flabby skin and everything.
Yeah,
dude,
I wonder if they still stand up like they used to.
That's the other thing that Scott Steiner fucking how do you say piloted was a term called Steiner chest. With the fucking detached pecs. Fucking everybody has gotten their ass chopped like that. Has it? Fucking him, Kofi.
Yeah.
Who's the other? Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho's really bad. Yeah, nobody's got it as bad as Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, Big Papa Pump's looks rough, dude. It's rough.
I think Buff the Stuff's got it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Buff Bagwell. Yeah, I remember Buff Bagwell.
He was also a male escort.
Oh, I can believe it with him, dude.
I could totally believe that.
And then fucking he's in DDP's house now trying to get sober and shit because he about died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, DDP has saved more people than Jesus, bro.
I know.
This dude is
dude. We were watching the Jake the Snake story right here, and Anna was blown away because she didn't know Jake was like that bad, right? And I said, yeah, I said he was rough, dude. And she's
never seen Under the Mat.
No, she hasn't. I should show it to her.
Have you seen that shit, Ralphie?
She likes Jake the Snake. I don't know if she can handle it.
I saw it once, and I don't remember a whole lot about it. I don't remember a whole lot. I just remember DDP. Is that the one with DDP is like giving people therapy and shit like that.
No, that's
Under
the
the mat.
one where fucking Jake the Snake is in some indie in like South Dakota or something.
Yeah.
Fucking blowing fucking crack through the fucking spoon.
Ooh, nah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, fucking throwing up before the match because he's drunk off his ass.
Yeah, he was in rough shape, man. He was in rough shape. There's
some we should do some watch-alongs. Like there's that fucking that pay-per-view, that infamous pay-per-view with like Jake, I think Yokozuna. It was Yokozuna's like last televised match or some shit. And it was this pay-per-view that they did on like a fucking I almost said yacht, but like a steamboat. Like one of those steamboat casinos that goes up and down the Mississippi. They did a fucking wrestling pay-per-view on one, and it is the worst wrestling pay-per-view of all time. And
holy shit!
Wow.
Jake is working with somebody, and it ends up in a shoot where Jake ends up hurt and shit. Yeah,
Jake was Jake was at one point. He was showing up there. He was showing up to the ring all fucked up, and he's like giving these incoherent, like I guess promos.
Yeah,
You're like, what the fuck, man?
This
guy's high.
He showed his dick to the crowd and under the mat. Remember that?
Yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a mess, dude. He was a real mess. That one was crazy to watch. The other one that blew my mind was the Brian Pillman one. Jesus Christ. Flying Brian Pillman was a fucking mess, dude.
Are you talking about the
no, I'm talking about that's the one, the dark side of the ring. Yeah.
Dark side of the ring.
That's the one I saw, the dark side of the ring. Yep. With Brian Pillman. He was a wreck. That dude was a real fucked up wreck. Wow.
They had a fucking dark side of the ring on Jake.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And his family. You want to talk about fucked up?
Yeah, that's right. They come from their dad was like a little kid toucher and shit, right? He liked to mess around with little girls and stuff, and he was, and that's right. And wasn't Jake's sister was the wrestler Rockin' Robin, right?
Yeah, and that's something crazy that they never talk about is that family, man, because Jake, Robin, and Sam Houston, and Sam Houston was a big deal, like in CW or something.
Yeah, he back in the days of the territory days, he had a name and a lot of promotions. So it was that's kind of crazy. It's weird, man. His dad was like, what's his Grizzly or something like that? Grizzly
Smith.
Grizzly Smith. Yeah, he was apparently a sick bastard who liked the little girls. And he would take them and he would mess with them.
I guess little Jake's too, I think. No, I guess his wife messed with Jake.
Yeah. This is his wife did mess around with Jake. Yeah, that's right.
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
That's some shit, man.
Dude, they're like, hey, it's not his best. Try your son.
Yo,
that's horrible.
And like as horrible as the Jake one was, like there has still been so much fallout from the fucking plane ride from hell episode. Like fucking Rick is still pissed at Jim Ross. Like people aren't talking; they're threatening to sue each other and shit. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's funny because you got all these people saying saw this shit happen, and of course Rick Flair's the one that comes out looking really bad in it, right? And Rick Flair's denying this, but it's like, dude, the problem you have with denying that is it fits your character of how you were back. Maybe you're not like that now, okay? Maybe you've calmed down enough that you're not like that. But we all know his reputation back in the day was just that.
He tried to live the gimmick.
He did try to live the gimmick. I think he did live the gimmick. He really thought he was. I think he really believed he was who he was.
My God, gee.
Yeah, man, he was fucking nuts, dude.
Woo!
Like I said, I man,
That's a tough
yeah,
business, man. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
who you are. Like
oh yeah,
you know, like you see these people on TV and you have no idea what they are when they're off the screen. And there's
Yeah.
just tons and tons and tons of crazy stories of these people and their families and, you know, how it's generational and all that other stuff. Like, you know, one of my very close friends, her son is actually, shout out to Mike Marrero, Spartan Championship Wrestling.
Nice.
He's on his way. He's on his way.
badass.
Big kid, like really strong, and he's on his way, bro. And you can't tell him shit. You can't tell him shit. He's gonna be a pro wrestler, and it's a tough business, bro. You're away from your family for so damn long. There's, you know, the only input you have is from other chemical imbalance people, and it's just a recipe for disaster. Like it's just a
Well,
recipe for some real
Um,
crazy ass
I'll tell
shit.
you why they say there's a reason
they
why pro wrestlers tend to marry pro wrestlers because they like it's hard for them to marry somebody outside of the business because
well
they don't understand what you go through in the business. And you need to
Right.
be, they say the relationships with people who have an understanding
yeah.
of what you're dealing with work better, you know?
Well,
So
Kevin Nash has been married to the same woman since he's been in the business. Basically.
and didn't marry her
And-
before he got into pro wrestling?
No, he
Or
was
did they get
in
married
WWE
afterward? Oh, okay.
Afterwards. But what he
Okay.
says is basically you can't let him near the pirate ship.
Well, I can believe that.
That's what he says. You can't
Yeah.
let him near the pirate ship.
Yeah.
I've got Dark Side of the Ring news.
You know, yeah, really?
This was just released 3 days ago.
What's going on?
Dun, dun.
Season 4 begins Tuesday, May 30th on Vice. The full list of subjects is as follows: Chris Candido and Tammy Sunny Sitch.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Wow, Chris
That's
Candido. That's an
Magnum
awesome name right there.
TA.
Magnum TA. That dude was badass.
Doink.
Oh wow, Doink. Okay.
That's
an
an interesting one. That's one I would like to see.
Adrian Adonis.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Adrian Adonis. It's another good.
Yeah.
Junkyard Dog.
Okay.
Oh man, I love that dude. I love
Yeah,
that dude.
he had a rough ending to his career. It bothered me the way he was.
The Four Sisters.
Marty
Damn.
Jannetty.
Marty
Oh
Jannetty.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Marty Jannetty, man. It was he's
With all the crazy shit he's been saying, I can't wait to see what he says on this.
that's wild, dude.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, and I wonder
Word.
if I wonder if
Jersey
they got him.
boy.
If they got some footage of him yapping because I'm sure opinions. Bam Bam always had opinions.
Abdullah.
Oh, Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah the Butcher?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
They dug that
Yo,
guy
I
up.
feel
out of
bad
this.
for that dude. He got his restaurant stolen from him.
Did he
Like,
really?
He's fucking illiterate. So like
Oh, that's
he was
terrible.
working with somebody and they put a fucking contract in front of him and just told him it said something different and had him sign it, and they stole all because he had like 3 really successful like rib houses that were like ribs and Chinese food.
And they just stole his shit from him, huh?
Wow.
Yeah,
They
they just
scammed him out
stole
of
it
it.
from him. Yep.
That's fucked up. Damn.
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
Bash at the Beach 2000.
What, that's one of the subjects?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's the one where Hogan and Jarrett, where Vince Russo came back later, had Jarrett win.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's infamous.
Fucking
infamous as shit.
Hogan sued WCW over it because like they had a angle that was supposed to happen that never like reached fruition, and like Hogan just left because he was like, yeah, you fucked me, fuck you.
Yeah, that's a lot of infamy right there, man.
Now, the last one is the Graham family. Eddie Graham and Mike Graham from Florida Championship Wrestling.
Oh, really? Okay.
Now, that's a deeper cut. But Eddie Graham was considered next to Pat Patterson, the best finish man in the business.
Yeah.
So what that means is when they're putting together wrestling matches, they have somebody that can put together a match, the moves, the story of the match. Pat Patterson would come in and be like, okay, here, bim bam, you're gonna go ahead and do this and do that. And then the crowd gonna go banana. And he just knew like what the fuck everybody wanted to see.
Right.
He knew the finisher. He was the one for all the famous finishes, like Savage, Steamboat, Hogan, Andre at WrestleMania 3. He had the fucking Hogan gimmick with the fucking twin refs with Andre. Everything that you can think of, like the fucking boyhood story with fucking Shawn Michaels. He had that ending. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
So that was Pat Patterson, but my Eddie Graham was considered just as far up there. Like he was doing the stuff with like fucking Dusty Rhodes down in Florida, fucking Kevin Sullivan, where they had like him and Dark Angel and all that shit. Yeah.
Was Superstar a member of that family, or that's a separate Graham?
That's a separate Graham.
Yeah.
His real name is something different. He's in a lot of trouble, man. I hope that's another dude. Like he was in, I think the Mayo Clinic. He's had really bad trouble because of all the steroids he took when he was younger.
Yeah. You know like that shit's gotta come back.
His bones are just like eating up.
Because those guys, keep in mind, the steroids that those guys were using back in the day were shit.
Yeah,
they're shitty steroids. Like they were dirty steroids. You know what I mean? It was just bad. They weren't as refined. And even today, it's dangerous. But there's more. They're more refined and they're just better made now. And the dosing, they are more knowledgeable about the doses and shit. There's more to it now. Where it's a little more careful. But man, back in the day, man, they used garbage. They would inject trash into themselves, man. It was just nuts. I remember I had a friend of mine whose father was a bodybuilder, and he told me his dad was an avid steroid user, and his dad had to finally quit using them because he started having some major effects from them. And thank God he stopped, because if he kept using shit, would have killed him, but then when you get older, the problem is when those guys get older, you never know what kind of shit damage was done. They're gonna find out long term, and
yeah. So also, did you know there's a fucking Hogan biopic coming out?
I did not know that.
That I heard of. I did hear. Is that the
one where?
Do you know who's playing Hogan?
I heard somebody was playing Hogan. Who the fuck was it? Is it Chris Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, Hemsworth
is playing Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought that was going to be like a. I didn't know it was an actual movie. I thought it was going to be like some kind of special thing they were doing where he was going to do some reenactments or something. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be a flick. I don't know. Of course, I should have known it was going to be a movie. Hemsworth would be involved. He's like, fuck that. He's playing Hulk Hogan, huh? God damn. How about that?
So
he's perfect. Big, blonde. Big and blonde.
True. And what's really funny about Hogan is there's a whole side of Hulk Hogan's career that people probably don't even know about. The very beginning of his career, I wonder how many people know that he was a fucking heel. And he was trash too. He actually wrestled Andre the Giant a bunch of times before that big WrestleMania match. And Andre used to beat his ass on a regular.
Did you also know there's a movie coming out called The Iron Claw?
I did not know.
Wait, this Iron Claw?
Is that going to be the Von Erich family?
Yep.
Oh my God.
I don't know who this guy is, but oh my God. All right. Have you guys been watching The Bear?
No.
The Bear? No.
On FX. It's a show about like this dude in a restaurant. You might have seen like fucking commercials for it. The lead in that is playing Carrie Von Erich.
Oh no shit! I'm gonna watch another thing. The guy looks like
So Zac Efron is playing Kevin Von Erich.
Zac Efron. Well, I don't know. When I think about Kevin, yeah, maybe
he's got the
yeah.
he's got the build. He's got the build.
Yeah, because Kevin Von Erich wasn't a big built guy.
He wasn't. He wasn't the big.
He was the scrawny
I think Eric
Von Erich.
Wasn't
right?
Eric Von Erich the biggest? Like Eric was the biggest one, right? Or wasn't he? He was pretty chiseled. Yeah. I do remember that.
Was he big or just cut? He might have been just really cut.
If you were looking at like the biggest one,
I thought Carrie was the biggest one.
David.
Oh yeah, maybe David was. Yeah,
oh, that's right, David. David was.
David was swole.
David was like huge.
That's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about David.
That's the other thing. Like that episode of the fucking Dark Side of the Ring with the Von Erichs. That's something we should do a watch on because that's fucking depressing as fuck.
It is sad, but it's good. It's really knowledgeable.
It's so good because it's such an enthralling story.
It is. Well, you learn. I learned a lot that I didn't know, man. I mean,
but like Maura Tierney is going to be in this movie playing the fucking mother. Hope McElhaney. This dude was in Mindhunter. He was the
shit.
Did you see that show on Netflix?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was the older dude that took the younger dude around, and they were like, Mindhunter. If you haven't seen it, Ralphie, it's the show about like the beginning of the real unit that like Silence of the Lambs was based on, and the show Criminal Minds on CBS.
Yeah, they're like the first serial killer. Like,
excuse me.
The first, like, what do you call it?
It was the behavioral analysis unit.
Behavioral analysis guys. Yeah, they were like the first ones. Yeah.
I saw another one. MJF is playing Lance Von Erich. That's hilarious and gonna work real good.
Damn, dude.
Ryan Nemeth is gonna be in it. I know that name. Oh, he's a wrestler. Okay. Yeah. He's a wrestler, and he's gonna play. Let's see here, Gino Hernandez. Fucking Chavo is gonna be in it, playing the Sheik.
What?
That's funny, dude.
They got Kevin Anton. I don't know who he is. He looks like a grizzled like character actor. He was a henchman in Gotham, is what I'm saying. That's what he's known for. He's gonna be playing fucking Harley Race.
Oh, goddamn.
Now, have you guys heard, yes, Ricky Profilers, have you guys heard the fucking smoke that Chavo has been throwing at Rey Mysterio Jr.?
No. Whoa. I thought Chavo and Rey were cool, man.
Chavo did an interview, and, like, people can't tell if he's working...
Yeah.
Or if he's fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of problems in the Guerrero family right now.
Okay.
Chavo and Eddie's daughter are like at a standoff against Vicky and her husband.
Okay.
The daughter has accused Vicky's husband of a lot of different things.
Eddie Guerrero's daughter's name, that's Shay, right? Or Shay.
Yes.
She's fucking, oh God. Ugh.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
We know, man.
Yeah.
Mindhunters, behavioral profilers, the behavioral analysis unit.
Yeah, man.
Now, Dr. Lecter, I've told you what you know. You tell me what you know. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, so there's that happening with the Guerreros, and then Chavo was doing an interview, and they asked him about Rey's entrance at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And he said, he's really sick and tired of fucking. We didn't think you were calling us profilers. We thought you were calling us globalists. Oh man, the people that know if you watch this audibly, I'm sorry. But anyways, Chavo was like, yeah, the Guerreros are good. We don't need you trying to hype our name up anymore, Ray. Let Eddie rest.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He said that, huh?
Yeah, he said, you know, I'm sorry that nobody knows who Rey Mysterio Sr. is, and hardly anybody knows who Rey Mysterio Jr. is. But we worked hard for that Guerrero name.
Shadow needs to chill out. That's a little rough. And here's the thing, okay? Believe me, people know who Rey Mysterio Jr. is. Probably more than
But,
Chavo
like,
Guerrero.
yeah.
Chavo Guerrero is only known because his last name was Guerrero. He wasn't like I hated his little bitch ass back in the day.
Well, Chavo has made a very good career for himself.
I know he has, but he's still a little bitch.
He is a very well respected road agent.
I'm sure he is, but he's
like, so like the aftermath that I've seen so far, I've seen a few people comment on it, but the one that I think makes the most sense to listen to is Conan.
Okay,
because he knows both Ray and
that's
Chavo.
right. Yep. And Conan came up with him. I mean, he went and brought Ray into it, but
Yeah. So he basically said he thinks that Chavo's working, trying to get a last match with Ray.
It could be.
Yeah. Which could be. But if he was fucking shooting, that's pretty stiff. Like,
if he shoots pretty fucking rough, I would think that he would. I don't know.
But like, I think it brings up an issue that like doesn't involve Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
I think it involves the WWE. And it does feel like the WWE profits off the death of Eddie Guerrero.
Well, they do because they do. But he also was under contract with them, and he
right. But at what point do you let the man's memory rest?
After he died, I mean, they basically paid out the rest of his contract to his wife and let her basically work. Gave her a job and put her to work. And remember, we had to hear that annoying ass, "Excuse me."
God, but she worked. She worked for that money.
Oh, I know she did, but she made way more than she should have been making. But they gave her Eddie's money. They gave her Eddie's contract.
That, but at the same time, man, how much longer is he going to be exploited like this?
Well, you say exploited. I say they're just trying to show they're just showing respect. I don't know about exploited. I mean, it's hard to not mention his name when you're talking about like old school storylines and shit because he was involved in them. He has to be mentioned, like Dominic being his father.
But here's the thing: Eddie Guerrero's greatest moment in his history with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can find that.
His greatest moment
when he goes into the ring with Benoit at the end of that fucking WrestleMania.
When Eddie Guerrero or who?
Eddie Guerrero and Benoit.
Yeah, when they both won the world title.
Yeah.
Oh! I don't know. I can't remember what WrestleMania was.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I think it was 20, right? Maybe.
Hang on.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember either. But that's Eddie's legacy. That was Eddie.
You know what? I think if I remember correctly, Eddie Guerrero wasn't much until he started doing the sauce. Like all of a sudden, he went from being like kind of like a regular fit guy to like being big.
Yeah,
he just started bulking up.
When you watched him in WCW, you could tell that there was fucking talent there. But he had a body that was not impressive at all in WCW.
Right.
Remember what the fuck
he was that's because he was more of a regular luchador. He also was a lot more like I don't know. He would do shit in the air more. He was,
but then he got to WWE and he saw those bodies and knew what he had to do to compete, and he did it.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think that's when he became that's when he became relevant. I think that's when he became
when he jumped, because as good as he was in WCW, he wasn't a household name.
No.
Oh, who Guerrero was? No, it wasn't until I don't think he was until he got to WWE.
No,
or WWF that he was even really got to be more well known.
He was more well known in Japan than he was Mexico.
I mean, only if you were a really hardcore wrestling fan would you probably know him. You know, because I watched him. When did I see him? I saw him before he was on WCW. When he was with WCW. Yeah. I can't remember what promotion it was on. I remember seeing him, and it was like it may have been, but it also might have been. I think there was another. There was a show I used to watch, and I can't remember what it was. It was like this shitty little wrestling promotion that actually got TV time on like one of the crappy little down the channel list on cable channels back in the day. And I can't remember which wrestling promotion it was, but they would have wrestlers sometimes that maybe you knew, maybe you didn't know.
I'm sorry, I am missing some of these chats. Eric, I don't know if it was a shoot or not. Like, nobody does. So it's one of those things where you don't know, but you hope it's not.
Yeah, really. It definitely wasn't that. Let me see. Triple H defends.
Yeah. So it wasn't 20. Maybe it was 22.
22. If it's a championship, that's when Cena defends the WWE Championship against Triple H.
Oh,
Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon. Triple H defends the world title against Batista. JBL faces John Cena. So we gotta go back a little bit more here.
Was it like 15 or something? It wasn't just a year. No. WrestleMania 20.
Was WrestleMania 20?
Yeah. Yeah, Benoit tapped out fucking Triple H.
Hey, well, why does this say WrestleMania? Huh.
Yeah, I just found it on Daily Motion from WWE Albania official.
Huh. Albania official. That's funny.
Oh man,
that's hilarious, dude. It's weird that they did in the end. Like there's not much mentioned in the description about him, but I don't know. That's fucked up if that's okay. If that's because, I mean, those guys were like the star of stars of WrestleMania.
I mean, it was what was it? The SmackDown 5. You know, when Paul Heyman took over SmackDown and they just fucking rolled, dude. That's a spicy Albanian cola. I don't know what that's from. So
I'm sure Ricky will tell us.
Yeah, when we get in that chat. But anybody get anything interesting lately?
I got I got some couple Star Wars figures in. There's Armando, there's Anna, so they're stealing from me anyway.
What'd you get?
I got the Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian, the Mandalorian. And I got, what's this guy's name? Let me see. Wrecker from the I guess he's from the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Yeah, I found him on the cheap for Anna, and I just picked him up. He was like $9.99 on clearance. I got him, and I got I got a few classified figures I grabbed. I just got a couple more Cobra Troopers. And,
I got some Crimson Guards.
Did you? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How many did you get?
2.
Nice.
Because for the display I'm gonna do, like I've heard, so I'm planning for it, that SDCC is supposed to be the Baroness in the Crimson Twins in the Crimson Garb.
That's badass.
That's the rumor I've heard.
Yeah. Huh.
So I don't know if it's true or not, but that's how I'm planning. And so I think them with Prophet director Destro.
Yeah.
And all of them together in a detolf will be pretty fucking dope.
I think so too. That's pretty cool. I damn. Huh.
I got a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, cool, yeah. Ralphie. What you get?
What'd you get?
I tracked down. Hold on, let me reach out for it here and grab it. I'm into Predators.
Cool.
And from the Predator 2 movie, that Predator, I couldn't find him. I don't know why it was so hard to get. But I came across the NECA one.
Nice.
And
I finally okay.
Yeah, I finally added him to my little repertoire.
Which one is that? That's the one from Predator 2? Is
that the Street Hunter?
The Street Hunter?
Yeah,
Is that the Street Hunter? Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's badass, dude.
I got like a whole stack of shit over here. I've been buying third party kits, like
nice.
dress up kits, and I got the Tarn. I got the Hasbro Tarn, but as I was getting the Hasbro Tarn, I was looking for like third party shit to like make them somewhat nice, and I found this dude that was 3D printing Voss, and this is for this is for the MMC, and look at how it scales, dude. Like it's freaking perfect.
Yeah,
like
dope.
It does.
Yeah, and it's got the whole
badass.
Yeah, it's got the whole tripod thing going, and I was pretty happy about that shit. And the purple is perfect. Like they did a real nice job on that.
Ricky, I like the Concrete Jungle guy too.
That was pretty dope. What else did I get? This guy came in, and this is that Gamerverse Hasbro Optimus.
Yeah.
And dude, it's getting so much criticism, and it kind of goes into what you guys were talking about early in the show, how like third party people like kind of bash the Hasbro products and stuff like that. And yeah, it's got waffles, but it's a $25 figure. Like,
right?
Come on, y'all, chill. For real.
Well, that's. I mean, yeah. It yeah.
I really held myself back when we were talking about that because I wanted to shit on ramen too. So.
I copped. I got the Batmobile. I got the Batmobile over there.
How swirly is it?
Dude, let me tell you something. I saw this dude. I saw this dude like paint his shit flat black.
Really?
And it looks freaking dope.
Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to be. And yeah,
it looks dope. So I'm gonna try to look into that.
Man, you can get like some Krylon shit. Ricky said he didn't know that you collected mainline, Ralphie.
I collect every damn thing that I like.
Yeah, there you go.
If it catches my eye, I'm going for it.
I got a Transformer too recently. I got the
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for Transformers.
What's his name? I guess they said it's Sand. They call him Sandstorm, but he looks like a copy of the not Ramjet, but not Ramjet. What's the other one? Not Thrust. Dirge. I think, yeah. He looks like he's like another. Like they used the Dirge mold, and and they just
I know what you're talking about.
Called him Ramjet, or not called. I mean, called him Sandstorm. And
it is kind of a cool paint job, though.
It is. That's why I like the desert.
Have you seen this shit yet, Ralphie? Sandstorm from the mainline.
Show
it off, Russ.
Here. He looks like. Let me see. Let me put it up. There you go. There he is. I got him in the package because I've been taking him out because I'm a.
But like,
I'm going
gold,
to eventually.
It's like gold and white and shit.
Yeah, he's He's got like a desert kind of camo thing going, and I kind of like that, so I got him. I got that, and yeah, here's the other thing I picked up on the cheap. Dread Pirate Roberts.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah, I picked him up. He was like,
wait until you see it up close, Ralphie.
He was on the I got actually. It was funny. I accidentally ordered two of them.
The fucking Andre is despicable.
I did.
Really?
I didn't mean to order two of them, but I ordered two of them by mistake. So I just gave one. I gave one to my son because my son's a huge fan of the Princess Bride movie. He loves the movie. So, and I actually got this for Anna because she likes Princess Bride too, and she I don't know if she hasn't figured out what she's going to do with it yet, but
she told you it was a piece of shit. Keep it for yourself.
Well, she's not going to. You know why it works for her? Because you see how it is in this package, Nick? That's exactly how it will stay.
It looks good in the package.
Right. And that's what she'll keep it in because that's Anna. Anna doesn't open up very many figures, man. So she keeps her shit in box, you know. She's become a mint in box collector now. That's what she is now. So I have heard that these figures were not great at all. I heard that they're I just heard some horror stories. I heard people talk about shit snapping and stuff on them. That's what I heard, but I don't know. What was your issue with them? What's with the Andre the Giant one? Is he
the face?
The face. Oh yeah, the face.
Oh my god!
See, the Dread Pirate Roberts face, they can't mess up that bad. He's got a fucking mask on, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if it was Wesley without the without his mask and everything, that's when they'd probably fuck it up. Because it wouldn't look anything.
And that used to be the appeal of fucking Todd's shit was the sculpt.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I think Todd has started slipping on some things. I don't want to bash him too bad, but I think he's slipping, dude. I do. I think he's slipping bad. Yeah. Old Toddy Mac he's getting a little He's all. I mean,
he even put the fucking black eyeshadow on the dragons from fucking House of the Dragons. Did you see that?
I did not. No, I didn't.
Caraxes and fucking Cyrax have like fucking black eyeshadow coming out like this on both of them.
Are you fucking kidding me? Let me ask you: Are those new molds that he did for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had to be. Dude.
Well, I was worried that he was going to try to use the same old molds that he used for Daenerys' dragons and just repaint them. And shit, yeah, Drogon and the series.
Well, yeah, George Martin was
the Ice Dragon
afraid of that, so he made sure that all of the House of the Dragons are designed like completely different from each other.
Yeah, because the bloodworm, you can't get away with that with the bloodworm. The bloodworm is a long-necked motherfucker, and it's a fucking so you can't. Yeah, you gotta. But I was nervous about that because I was like, I'm motherfucker might take a shortcut, you know. So. Because I know Anna's got like undead Viserion. I got that for her, and she loves that thing because she just likes the idea of an undead ice dragon. That's Anna's like, you know. She's got on her dragon shelf downstairs. So, but I wasn't sure. I heard they were coming out, and I didn't know how they were going to be, so I was a little nervous about it, but. I don't know if he did new molds, they might not be so bad.
God damn it, Russ!
Right. What?
Why are you making me do this?
You're gonna look them up, or you're gonna pull them up, aren't you? Yeah, pull them up if you want to. I'm just curious if they just did new molds. That's all. If they did, great. I mean, that's good. It's.
God damn it, Russell.
Bring that shit up.
Look at that, Russ. I can't make it full screen on this for some reason.
Yeah, I know. And that's I mean, at least got the long neck. It looks more like the bloodworm. I look like the bloodworm. That's good.
Dude, look at that face.
Yeah.
It's so dark. And here's what they did to Cyrax.
I can't see anything.
Can you see that now?
No.
No.
Oh, it's not? Oh, it stopped
No.
sharing my screen. Sorry.
That's all right.
So I'm talking to you guys about this fucking shit, and you guys can't see it. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like, hey, where's the face at? I don't see the face.
But yeah, can you see it now?
Yeah, I see it
we're on
now.
BBTS. There's their Caraxes. Look at like how it just doesn't look right.
Nah, I don't know.
The neck isn't long enough.
No, the neck's not long enough. I
The
don't
head's
think.
not big enough.
Yeah, the head should look a lot more. Yeah, you're right. It should be bigger. It's well, if you look at the body, and the head looks like it's got a shrunken head syndrome compared to the body. It doesn't look right. Dragons' heads are pretty big. They get pretty, especially when they're big.
I can't fucking
the
get a
bloodworm
big
is
picture.
huge.
Look at Cyrax's face.
Yeah, it looks a little wonky. I don't know why he would do that.
He keeps doing this on every fucking figure he puts out. Like he keeps putting fucking mascara and fucking eyeliner on everything.
Yeah, I don't know why. I wonder if it's just because he thinks he has to. You do it to bring attention to the eyes. When I don't know. I don't know that he does. I mean, but
oh my god, the fucking. Let me see if I can find it. Oh god. The McFarlane Flashpoint Aquaman. It's like, let's see. We can get a nice big picture somehow. I'm looking. Continue to talk, but like it's unforgivable.
It's unforgivable.
His last. I gotta say, his recent projects have like all been kind of like just big letdowns.
Well,
like,
I don't know. I thought at one point I wasn't crazy about the DC stuff initially, but then I started liking some of the stuff he was putting out, and then all of a sudden he started putting out he put out some stinkers, and I was like, wow, that's damn, and then all of a sudden. I feel like he's very Batman happy too, dude. I don't know if there's if he can't do Batman. I mean, he don't want to do nothing else, man.
Yo.
The fuck is that? Is that Aquaman?
Really?
Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories.
Oh my god. That looks terrible, dude. Why? Yeah, he's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I know articulation is a new thing for him. And I'm worried that he's focusing so much on articulation that he's letting it take away from other the important work, which is the sculpt and the paint. I don't know. Are you so focused on making the arm move that it's distracted you from doing the real work? That's not a good thing, I don't know. He's got a, or maybe he's just getting chintzy and he's just rushing through shit to pump it out. It could be that too, because. He's become very corporate. That dude is become so money making, so corporate. It's insane. I'm telling you, he's I don't know. McFarlane to me at one time, I used to think he was more of an artist.
I always thought because when he went off and McFarlane was the big dog behind Image.
Yeah. Right.
Without a doubt. Without McFarlane, they couldn't have done it.
Yeah. And
Jim Lee was huge on X-Men, but look at what he was bringing to the table to Image's first shit.
And he was really he had an artistic visions, I think, for things, and he
also we should have seen it coming.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe, what was the genesis of Spawn? He said, "Oh, I want to do the best-selling things in fucking Marvel right now: Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and Wolverine." Well, Wolverine doesn't really go with this, so we'll go with the chains from Ghost Rider, and there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, but I mean, I'm
not said it in interviews.
Did he really? Oh, I didn't know. That. I didn't know he actually said that.
Yeah.
Oh, so he basically ripped other shit off, huh? To kind of incorporate it into. Well, I don't want to take anything.
He obviously made it his own, but like the genesis for the look and character was he was like, yeah, this is the best selling shit Marvel's doing outside of the X-Men. So
yeah. I don't want to diss on Spawn because Spawn's fucking badass, dude. I love Spawn.
Old
Spawn
yeah, like
old Spawn, yeah. The old school shit was the original shit was amazing.
That fucking ice cream truck fucking issue was one of the best issues I've read out of any comic.
It was one of the coolest comics I'd ever seen too, because it was one of the first comics that I ever read that had some serious bloodshed in it.
Yeah.
And I had before then
Billy
I never
Kincaid up.
Yeah. Before then I never read a comic book though that had that kind of bloodshed in it. You know, it was very light. Bloodshed was very light comics. And then that was the one for me. And I'm sure there were comics out there that had that kind of stuff, but I never read them. They weren't something I got into. And Spawn was the one that made me go, holy fuck. You know, look at this, you know. I mean, but you know, and then you know, and even when he did the original Spawn line, say what you want, they didn't move very well. A lot of them were statues that had maybe an arm move in a weird way or something. I don't know.
They were basically the Toy Biz X-Men figures.
Yeah, that's what they were.
Started.
Yeah, maybe worse because I feel like some of them had less articulation than even those Toy Biz figures, but because he would have them he would do them in a pose and then have the arm bend at like the bicep and they go down like this. That's or something like that.
DC figures now,
but yeah,
like some of the Supermans and shit. Like it's obvious he made a statue and cut in articulation,
right? Which is that's fucked up.
Yeah,
you know, that's what I mean. I feel like he's gotten. It makes me wonder if he's gotten too caught up in this articulation thing that he can't do both. I don't know why, but, and that sounds stupid. It can't be true. Of course he can do both, right? I mean, but it surely seems that way. I don't know. His sculpt work was the second to none, dude. His sculpt and his paint were there was nothing else like it. Nothing else like it in his work.
That Spawn cartoon on HBO is still awesome.
Oh yeah, I just finished watching that. That was incredible, dude. I
just finished watching that last weekend.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
I watched that shit 3-4 times if I could, man. That shit is dope.
I knew the live action movie was now that wasn't. I mean, it had its moments.
It had its moments,
but it wasn't. You know, I don't know.
Fucking Martin Sheen chewed scenery. That's
Well, I like.
Anytime you can watch that,
I like Violator. I like Violator in it. He was
fucking
really good.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was incredible. And Violator's a great character anyway.
He's really pissed me off lately.
But what's he doing now? What's he up to now?
No, that's a subject for another time. I'm trying to get out of here.
All right. We won't get into it. We won't get into it.
Russ, I want to challenge you.
What's that?
I want to challenge you to watch season 3 of Picard, 10 episodes for next week. You think you can do it?
What do you mean? I'm done with Picard.
You're done with Picard? Oh, we're talking Picard next week. Ralph, are you going to be available?
Yeah, I finished Picard. We finished it.
Probably.
Anna and I did. No, the one I still got to finish.
I got to check my calendar.
Okay.
All right.
No, the one I still got to finish, believe it or not, is Mandalorian. I'm on I got to watch 7 and 8. That's what I got to watch. So,
dude, I gotta be honest with you, man. I got a confession to make.
What's that?
I watched it up to episode 5, and I was like, I'm done. No, 3? Man, Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian. Yeah. Dude, I couldn't get through the first episode.
I know there's a lot of people that have told me that they didn't get. I liked it. I'm liking it, and I feel like it's getting better. Man. It's gotten better as it goes along.
And I want to talk. I want to talk about like how it seems like Star Trek is going through a renaissance while Star Wars is having such a hard time right now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird,
dude. It just seems like anything that Disney has its hands on is just getting his ass whooped by other people. Like, if it wasn't because I can't watch Picard because I don't have cable. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get my hands on watching that shit.
Do you have Paramount Plus?
I do not, but I think I'm gonna be looking into it now. Um,
Picard is incredible. It's
I
dude,
amazing.
hear that Picard
it
is
has all
excellent.
the old Star Trek shit on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you a Star Trek fan like when you were a kid and shit, Ralphie?
And yes,
Dude,
yes.
they've got this series on there right now called Strange New Worlds.
That's the one I got to get into, and I haven't been watching, and I gotta
I
watch
want
it.
to talk about that too at some point. But it's called Strange New Worlds, man. And it's about Captain Pike.
Yeah, he was the first.
He was the captain of the Enterprise right before Kirk.
Right before Kirk. He wasn't the first one, but he was before Kirk.
Yeah. Now that's an interesting concept.
It's got that old school Star Trek feeling because it's episodic. It's like, okay, yeah, they carry a little bit of a story throughout the whole season. Excuse me. But each episode is its own little story.
Yeah.
Dope.
No.
Yeah. So it's just like watching the original series.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
No, I'll tell you what though. I mean, we'll get into it next week. We'll bite into it. But I will tell you, the ending of Picard has got me excited. From what I heard, some rumors that are I read some things
about that, and I want
to we'll talk about it. It's
everything. Rick, Ralphie, if you can get on, I don't care if you watch season 1 and 2, that don't matter, but those fucking 10 episodes of season 3, if you can get through that, man, we can talk about it. That'll make me a happy bitch, bro.
Word.
All right,
I'm gonna work on that.
So I don't know if Eric is still in here. If he wants to go ahead and do a hangout, that's totally cool. No problem from here, because my bitch ass is probably gonna have to drop off early. But I love y'all. Ralphie, thank you for coming through.
Yeah,
thanks for having me, fellas.
Appreciate
Thanks for having me.
You're family now, man. So yeah,
that's what's up.
In, bro.
He's still in here. He said he'll throw the link out.
All right, cool.
All
right, man. As I say every week, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.
Adios.
Love y'all.
Bye. Be good to each other.